Hi guys, welcome to the energy update for my friends Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So let's find out together what's coming through for you. Let's see what the tarot has to say for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Here we go. So, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Hermit, our focus from the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords, Truth and Clarity. The Queen can swing the Ace with grace and comfort. It's a conversation, guys, this one. We have the Fool, bottom of the Queen. For me, the man in the 8 of Cups can be the Fool. So let's keep the energy in mind. Let's put it here. So speaking about love, guys, there can be an important conversation that some of you can share with a partner, I would say. The topic is deserving of your attention, meaning that it can be a leap of faith. It can be a let's try again. The problem is that a connection that was perceived as a fulfilling one turned out to be something that was not enough. So expectations were not matched. And some of you may have to face the potential decision to leave the situation behind. The Hermit is the energy that can allow you guys to handle the Moon influence in the 8 of Cups, because the Moon can be an energy about the unknown. It can be something that is not clear enough, and it can also be a fear factor. What can happen if I decide to go away, for example? And the Hermit is the wise and mature energy that can allow us to dive deeper into an introspection that can be extremely important in order to find precious answers when it comes to the journey. The other person can fight for the connection, guys. The Knight of Swords in this case is an energy that is about someone that rushes in because they want to talk. That's why the conversation can be extremely important, but the Knight of Swords can even be an energy about harsh words, because the Knight can lose focus of the proper choice of words in order to convey a precise message. And if we follow the Queen of Swords, there can be a clash of words, so even discussions. But if you realize that you want to turn the page when it comes to an old connection, you have to play it wisely. So Queen of Swords, Hermit type of combination, you know? Because if you are not fulfilled, basically you have the right to pursue your emotional fulfillment elsewhere. If we think about our work or professional situations, guys, some of you can consider a leap of faith that can work as a desire to change job. The Queen of Swords can be your mindset, extremely rational, practical, very logical, you know, truly a brilliant mind, so kudos to you. You can be also experienced when it comes to the professional endeavors that can see you as a main character, but what can be at stake is your fulfillment, kind of the joy to begin the workday with a spark of excitement. Maybe this is something that faded away in a certain amount of time, and now it's kind of like some of you have to understand if you can find once again the same spark in the same workplace, or if you have to make some changes that can even be about the opportunity to look for different job openings, you know. And the Knight of Swords can be about, again, someone that may not like the fact that you can step up in order to let someone else know that you are evaluating your options, basically. But once again, you have to go within, and if you are not fulfilled, it is pointless to pretend that the situation is all right, even if we are talking about work, you know. So the Fool is ready to pursue something different, new horizons, something that can bring new fulfillment in his favor. And we have the Two of Cups, bottom of the Fool, which is basically a call from the heart. And the man in the Eight of Cups is going for the two cups that are missing, the two cups that can truly manifest the Ten of Cups energy. So if we think about work, it's about loving what we do, and if we realize that we can deal with a situation that sees involved people that keep arguing with us, basically we have to level up. And speaking about a personal interaction, guys, with a friend or a family member, I am leaning towards the family scenario because of the Ten of Cups. Discussions, fights, I would say, arguments with someone that can be a little bit moody, I would say, meaning that they can have a temper tantrum all of a sudden, you know, and they can be someone that argue quite a lot, but then they go away. Then we meet with them once again, we discuss, they go away, and we have to understand what's going on. The Hermit is truly the energy that can help us to bring a light within a pattern that can work against the Ten of Cups energy. Because if we think about family gatherings, and we discuss with a family member, when we go away, we are disappointed, you know, we are leaving behind a gathering that was not truly fulfilling, and we have to understand why this is happening, so that maybe it is possible for us to embrace a new beginning, let's say a new way of interacting with each other, coming from a place of love. We have also the Empress, bottom of the Two of Cups, which can be even apparent regardless of the fact that the Empress is a feminine figure, but it can be a father or a mother, especially because we have the Hermit also, another mature energy. And maybe there is someone that is not properly able to understand our point of view, and we discuss, and then we go away. But then again, we meet the following week, for example, and the same problem pops out. The Queen of Swords has to address the issue. So let's ask for guidance considering these energies. Here we go, here we go. Helpful people. This can be in favor of the personal interaction, because maybe family members can be helpful indeed in order to let those involved know that it is possible to find common grounds together. Helpful people can even be a factor that is not showing up if we think about the work situation, guys. That's why some of you may desire to consider a change. And if we think about the love connection, maybe the other person was not willing to do their fair share of work in favor of the connection. Big happy changes, extremely auspicious. It can be the decision to pursue your own Ten of Cups regardless of the scenario. Compromise. Maybe it is not possible to compromise anymore in the love connection. That's why some of you can consider to change direction. Compromise is a factor in the workplace, meaning that we have to compromise most of the times. We have to be reasonable and agreeable, otherwise it is a mess. But, you know, your patience has been tested, and that's why we have to make adjustments in the best possible way. And what if it is possible to compromise with a family member, let's say, or a friend, in order to find a new agreement in favor of our interaction. We have remain positive, bottom of the deck, which is an encouragement after all. Let's take it, and it's up to you. Another factor that can play in your favor, guys, because if you resonate with the Hermit, Queen of Swords combination, you are mature enough to understand what can be the steps that you have to take in order to make some progress, regardless of the scenario, you know. Protecting treasure. This can be a desire to protect your heart's fulfillment. Also, if we think about the Ten of Cups, if a connection stopped working, there can be the decision to pursue something better, and your decision is going to be protected. If we think about a conversation with someone that may decide to fight for the connection, because maybe they do not want to lose you guys, but you know, it seems difficult if we think about the love connection. If we think about work, you may desire to protect your effort and what you are willing to bring in favor of job assignment, you know. But then again, we come back to the evaluation of the achievements and the rewards. If they are not enough, it is your right to evaluate other options. Spirit of place. This is always an encouragement to look around in order to make the best out of the elements that can be in front of us, basically. And so if we are not happy in a particular situation, we have to take a good look at it, following the Hermit, and then we speak up. Queen of Swords. She is holding the Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity. Ride the wave, overcoming obstacles. If a love connection didn't work, some of you can overcome the obstacle, even if you decide to move on from the old partner. In the workplace, you can find a way to overcome the bumps in the road that maybe have brought disappointment to you. But you can find a new way, even if you decide to pursue a new path, because maybe it can be more exciting, more fulfilling. And if we think about the personal interaction, together we can find a way to overcome the issues. Bottom of the deck, education. It's the Hermit. Wise approach, mature, willing to learn something new. It's about truly putting things in perspective in order to find the best possible adjustments, you know? And then we have unexpected visitors, which can be meaningful if we think about the love connection, Knight of Swords, someone that rushes in, it can be your partner. Or the personal interaction, we can discuss, yes, but what if someone can show up in order to talk and see if it is possible to embrace a metamorphosis so that things can change. But metamorphosis is a meaningful energy in favor of the three scenarios, especially if you are considering a change in the love arena and in the workplace. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Well, Eight of Cups, Hermit combination. And the Fool is going for what can bring fulfillment in his favor. Some of you will have to do kind of the same. You have to follow your heart. If we think about a love connection, you may have to follow your dreams. If we think about work, and you may have to follow what your gut can suggest to you if we think about the personal interaction. And let's say hi to the train also. Passion and pleasure, savor your life. This can be about a love connection 100%, but maybe passion is not enough to save it. This can even be passion and pleasure if we think about a work that we love to do. And so they have to be factors if we think about a complex system of elements that has to be on point. The system has to be on point in order to work. Great adventure. It can be the Fool, it can be the Eight of Cups energy. Take a risk, venture forward. And bottom of the deck, Valiant Courage, which goes along pretty well. Take action with passion. Well, it takes courage to change something that maybe we realize is not paying off in the proper way. And the man in the Eight of Cups is embracing a brave decision after all. Young, number 1, Magician energy. It's in your hands. The choice, the decision, what you want to do. In a love connection, in a work situation, and if we think about a personal interaction. Round and round. This is a Two of Pentacles energy for me, so kind of feeling stuck. Stuck with a partner that is not on the same page anymore. And so maybe we have to change the situation. Stuck in a job that maybe is not paying off how we may desire it to do. And we have to look around in order to see if we can find something better. And maybe stuck in a personal interaction without the real perception that we can work things out. That's why we have to bring a light within the situation, because maybe we can notice something. Time to go. It's the Eight of Cups, guys. I would say that the love connection is destined to be left behind. The work situation can be left behind in the same way, but maybe there is a time factor that is different for obvious and practical reasons related to the everyday life. And what if we think about the personal interaction, the opportunity to cut communication is the catalyst for a change, because someone can show up. Why? I love it. I love this card. Asking the good questions in order to find precious answers. It follows the Hermit. And we have a choice. After all, we have a choice. Fork in the road. It's a crossroads. A crossroads about love. A crossroads about a work situation. And also about a personal interaction. We have to realize how important a change can be in these three scenarios in order to figure out the best possible way to manifest it for the better. Forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Well, a lover can ask for your forgiveness, but maybe you can grant it, but you are not obligated to stay with this person. And what if the personal interaction can be blessed by a forgiveness energy in order to make amends and embrace the interaction in a new way that can work? Courage. Recurrent energy. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. The man in the Eight of Cups, guys, he is a brave man. And the humor, bottom of the deck, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Maybe the connection with a lover stopped working when it comes to its lighter side, you know? And this can also be an energy about the personal interaction. Maybe we have to take it in a different way if we think about the approach, you know? Maybe the other person works in a way that can be handled if we approach them in a way that is a little bit easier, you know? It can even be wise to do that sometimes, because if we start to point the finger. Basically, another person can go in a defensive mode, you know, and it can be even more difficult to interact with them. So the lighter side of life sometimes can be helpful in order to deal even with difficult situations. Here we go, 4 cards. Integrity, I love it, guys. The energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. This can be in favor of the decision to leave a partner behind. This can be a factor that finds a place in a work situation. And integrity is a virtue that can even be important if we think about personal interactions, you know, because we are respectful, we are fair, we can do the right thing according to the situations, so it's quite a virtue. Strength. The frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize all our qualities and skills toward a strong and balanced way of being. It's about someone that can overcome obstacles. It's about someone that can display willpower even. And you can do that. And it can pay off, guys. It can. It's a mindset. Time. The energy of time supports our understanding of the relativity of time and our capacity to be present in the moment. This is the Hermit. Extremely old, you know, ancient, I would say, but he makes the best out of the current moment. And some of you can embrace the time factor in order to understand how you can turn a situation in a way that can offer an advantage in your favor moving forward. And if a change is due, we are going to embrace it. Third chakra. The energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can set a course toward our goals. It's important, especially if we think about a love connection and a work situation. We have to understand if a situation is truly for us, because if we are settling for it, sooner or later we are going to face some bump in the road that can bring doubts, you know. But if the situation is the real one for us, we can display a mindset that is all in favor the chance to overcome any obstacle. Bottom of the deck, abundance, let's say fulfillment and satisfaction. The energy of abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and the sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. Our 10 of Cups energy. A wide range of fulfillments and satisfactions that you can achieve, even if it can be necessary to change some situations in the love arena or when it comes to work, because if you realize that you can find your success elsewhere, it is fair to say that you can go for it in a positive way. And when it comes to a personal interaction, guys, there is the chance to save it, to restore balance and fairness in its favor. Of course, it has to be a two-way street, so also the other person will have to show up, you know, in order to restore in the proper way your interaction. But it can be done. So big happy changes, remain positive. Guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful. Let us know if you resonate, comment, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I wish you the best, take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.